We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
On play action, they'll throw. Again, it's Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, well, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Ortiz. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, New England.
Here we go, Sam. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served. Just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Let's go. Take off.
Walker will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Milton. They'll set up the screen to Dre. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
2 yards.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. You look at this Patriots defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Milton. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Ortiz. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Milton. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. The Jets at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? 18 Cardinals. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Milton now to throw. Goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now Milton. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ready, set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
76, 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
Throwing is Milton. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Torrey Horton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Butker is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah,
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now a 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ready. Cougar 19, go.
2nd and 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ben Simmons from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throw here is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ortiz. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now,
and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for New England. 52 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll try the left side. It's Ortiz. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw that.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Ortiz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
Patriots 10.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Get it. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll be brought down to right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Milton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stuckey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He was brought down at his 49.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70. Go.
Looking to throw. Milton. This one complete to Patton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Milton. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brock Bowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28. Patriots 10. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80. Steady.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard
Pressure can come from
line.
all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That's good for a Patriots First down. A gain of 15. First down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
46-yard line.
Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready?
Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Milton. That one caught. It's Horton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we got him now.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big fella. return and a Patriot touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
To throw is Milton.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Milton.
He'll take a shot here for Patton.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 57 yards.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Let's go now. Cougar 19, unlock.
On first down, Drake. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right back to Dre. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Milton.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
93 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now again, right side. It's Ortiz. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Third down at 13.
Now again, right side, Ortiz. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.